What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Grand Central Station in Central South Carolina, and we have the overstable to straight fairway and control drivers that we're working with today. So we have the Ethos Construct, we have the Z Onyx, the Color Glow Horizon FD1, the Skywalker 2, and the Sexton Firebirds. We have two Color Glow and two more of the stock stamp, just their most beat up type of plastics. Let's go see what we can shoot and talk about what's working, what may not be working, and what we might need to change. We're gonna start on the short pad, or there's only one tee pad here. We're gonna throw two forehands to just warm up a little bit. Firebird and the FD1. We'll go with the Skywalker first. Oh, almost went in. Oh, that's not going to come out enough. It was almost a super lucky skip. Would have been really cool. I like the Sexton Firebird, but I don't know if it's quite overstable enough or flat top enough for the quick flip back that I'm looking for. Also, I probably would have thrown a mid-range for that quick flip that I got, or that I was looking for there. But I guess, yeah, Firebirds are supposed to be a little bit more distance pushing shots. Maybe I just have to learn to throw it a little bit better. On this hole, though, we're gonna go with the Construct and see if we can flip it up and go right down the middle of the fairway. This is hole 2. The basket up left is 450, so really don't have a chance of making it there. The goal here is trying to get through the gap and across the street. All right, let's go one more with the Onyx. Okay. So, the thing I'm kind of running into with the Onyx is if I really get after it, it does flip up. I don't want it to flip up. So the Onyx kind of almost fits the same slot as the Construct. The Onyx has a more aggressive finish, but is that what I'm looking for? I don't know. When you're in Central, does this count as a nature appreciation moment? So on this wide open tee pad, long downhill shot, going to try to get these to drift to the right. I want them to finish more right than they started off. So we'll see which one of these actually has a little bit more drift and play. I think I'm gonna try Onyx first. Okay, that hit that next tee pad that's up there. That was incredible. Let's see if I get any more drift to the right with the Construct. Cables are mean. The first throw was a pretty good throw. We're gonna throw both the 10 speeds again, and then I'm gonna throw the Sexton Firebird because I think while it's a really good Firebird and it flies amazing and really far, I think it does actually fit a little bit. It kind of borders on the overstable PD slot because this is a much straighter run of Firebird. So this might also have to be in the considerations for the PDs. But for now, let's go ahead and just throw these. We're gonna throw a hyzer throw and see if they flip up. With the softest bit of a headwind that I think they might flip up. We're gonna go onyx first again. Okay, so that flipped up too flat and then it rode it flat. I don't know if I want it to flip up to flat for the overstable slot. Now let's go with the construct and see what happens for this one. Very similar shot, a little bit higher in the air, but they both flipped up to flat and then rode and then faded out. So I will have to go down and see which one of them looked like they faded more or more fast, more aggressively. Let's go ahead and throw the flex forehand with the Firebird, or no, flex backhand with the Firebird and see if this has kind of PD look to it. It kind of looks like a PD. Don't know what to tell you about it, other than it might be the straightest Firebird I've ever thrown and the most like a PD. Am I gonna throw this as my go-to? That's gonna have to be its own video because that is eerily close without throwing a PD right next to it. Well, this hole looks a little different. All the tall trees are gone. They planted some baby ones, which are gonna make the tree or the green guarded in a different way. But I think it'll create more ace runs, especially from the short pad. We're at the long pad. It's 500 to the basket. It's about 400 feet to clear. We're gonna throw all 4 discs because we have only 4 discs, and I think I still have the arm for it today. So let's see if we can actually get some to clear the creek. This is the hole where the proton trace kind of turned and burned on me. So let's see if the construct will do any better. There's a good bit less wind today. Oh, go in? Okay. Yeah, that's a cross. That's a bomb. Now we'll go with the onyx. A little bit less drift out of the onyx. And the onyx is in the creek. So with the construct, because it's designed to be a little bit less stable, I am getting a little bit more flip, a little bit more drift, and a little bit more glide, which does amazing things on this hole. Let's see if we have a chance of getting a Firebird across. That's gonna be short, I think. How did that make it over? All right, one more shot. Let's see if we can make it across with 3 out of 4. Oh, that has good stability to it as well. Okay. That was unexpected. The FD1 is, or at least this specific one, oh, thanks. The FD1 has, I think I might try to stick the white one in here in a month, because this one feels like it has a touch too much glide and a touch too much flip. And not that that's a bad thing, it's just that starts to fit a little bit more into the realm of the Eagle or the Vela or the Crave. We'll see. I did throw that on Anheuser though. So, hey, 3 out of 4 is not bad. Now, I did technically clear the creek with all 4, but as you can see from the flags and the stakes, it's OB. So all of them had the distance to clear. On one of them, the aim was just slightly off because it and the Firebird went about the same distance, but the Firebird is in the little bubble of safe spot and that's in the little bubble of OB. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. But I think that's how Innova pros at least are getting that PD slot, is they're getting more of a domier, glidier, straighter Firebird and kind of throwing the PD shot with it. We're gonna find out if I like that when I pair it up against the PD. It might work out. Hole 7 for the locomotive line is 355. Goes out that way over the bench and then fades. You have to stay safe of the creek, but still not be on the path. It's a very difficult to reach green, very difficult to stay on. So we're gonna try the FD1 and the Firebird. Both of these discs are discs that I would think about throwing in for this type of distance, that pretty straight neutral 7-speed, and possibly torque over on a Firebird, but we'll go with the FD1 first. That faded out just a little bit too early and did hit something, dropped straight into the water. Let's give the Firebird just a touch of flex and see if it works for us. I don't know if I could have drawn it up any better. That was about perfect. So, how's it going? I think these two are a little bit too similar, and I don't know which one of them I want to stick with for now. So until I figure out what I'm gonna do for the stable PD slot, I think I'm gonna take the Onyx out because we're already testing the construct in this slot. But I think I'll still hold on to the Onyx to test out in this slot as well, because they're both flying very similar, but also it was pretty calm today. I want to see what they do when there's wind. So the Firebird, very, very straight Firebird, very glidey, likes to hold a drifty anhyzer, but will still swing back for you. I don't know if it's quite stable enough to be my Firebird slot, but it is stable enough to be my overstable PD slot. So until we do the next Firebird replacement disc, we're gonna keep the Firebird in there, but it might take its place as the stable PD. We'll see what happens. Hopefully some of this is helpful and enjoyable to watch, and hopefully you enjoy content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, please make sure to comment all of that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with these subscriber only giveaways. Definitely helps me out as well. And until next time, see you out on the course.